This next game is called Firewatch. It is hopefully gonna be okay. I've seen the trailer for it when it first was going to release. I don't know how good it's actually gonna be. So, like I said, we're just giving it a shot here. Hopefully it's something we can enjoy. If not, obviously, quitting out of it. Gonna hate it forever. Campo Santo. Campo Santo? Presentente. In cooperation with Panic Inc. Panic Inc. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. Okay. I don't see nothing. She's about your age, late 20s. Laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You were drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. You're pretty, she says. Coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she said. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. What? What the f is this? Pick up my backpack. Then you magically appear. And I knew that was going to be my truck. Throw the backpack in the back. Jump in. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. Share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out of the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. What the f is this? 1979, you walk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids? Not very smart or good at much. I like that. I like this guy. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots, that'd be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are probably going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best. Their parents are hitched. You say he's absolutely right. What's happening, dude? What is this? Alright. Why am I off in the mountains? I'm an alcoholic, apparently, yes. Now I'm taking a trip. Oh, it's a Thursday night and Julia's 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad or you ignore? You get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. Tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex. He-Man-like. You look awesome. This is game, bro. What do you mean? What is this? I'm wondering if there's like a point to all this. Two peaks. Hop over. E. You flex all He-Man like. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. There's a festival in town that brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Beep, beep, beep. Fuck, dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up by the guy you beat to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cross your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants you to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. 2,000 miles away? Convince her not to take the job. You tell her this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. But she decides not to take it. Julie is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember that she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Talk to someone about... Yeah, we should talk about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Pick up my journal? Wow, is he naked? Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in her class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Ooh. Some days you get Julia, who calls you a dope, and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from the home in Australia to visit her. I should have been reading this in an Australian accent. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility or determine to take care of her by yourself. I'm wondering what this is about, though. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this about? I get the other part, but I wonder what all this is going for. Oh, there's a nice buck. Surprised the buck don't charge. Yeah. Don't charge me. Alright. It's impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her. Like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter too, drinking. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you don't worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off your home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. What's going on with this guy's life? Julia's parents take the next plane to Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then you tell Julia. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Is this where it's all leading to where we're at now? Is that where like the game is leading that direction? I hope. Where we at our new job? Yeah, this is super messed up. Like this is a sad story that still makes 0 sense. Playing really well though, like I just wish it didn't have all those weird story things like cutting in and out, you know what I mean? Like tell me the whole story before this part. You could have animated it, you know? Hello.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Nobody back home can stand you.
You're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you, which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Day 1. Well, hopefully this is an autosave feature. I'm like it. It's not.
I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
It's not terrible. Like, it's actually a pretty decent game, I'd say, so far, but well, I can't do anything right now, so you just throw it? What the hell? Pine cone. What the hell? Alright, so anyway. Yeah, I might give this one a shot. I like it so far. So let me save the game. Display. Subtitles for next time. After it's done saving. Cool. Pretty good. Did not mind that at all. Did not mind that at all. Pretty good game. I'll keep that up in our list of games we have to play.